Okay, I can teach all these things, but for a job, but probably only a couple that I really, really want to do. So I can teach bushcraft, and I like that a lot. I can do that, but it's not, believe it or not, like what I really. And do it if I have to. It's not really what I want to do. Really, what I want to do is this martial arts. Maybe I can start off with free lessons. I don't know, giving out or something. I don't know. I can do the techniques fine. Paperwork and form filling, not at all. I'm not a box ticker. So maybe I can start off giving a couple of free lessons. I don't know. But probably no gi and martial arts. Heme, WMA, all that stuff. Filipino. Sticks, things like that. That's what I really want to do. And then following on from the martial arts, any comps or tournaments would be NMA. So N stands for non-steroid and MA for martial arts. Because I don't want anyone pretending natural and then they win all the tournament and then it turns out they actually cheat and get disqualified, So I'll let all the other people wherever they are do as much as they want, but in my organisation, I'd like none of that really. It's just again normal culture doing its traditional behaviour, but I like to separate myself from that. So that's what I'd like to do really. Is no gi and HEMA WMA. Also got blue BBE blue belt equivalent. So I'm not, the worst in the world. I'm not the best in the world. I know a couple of bits and bobs, so I can teach it up to and including blue belt level or blue sash level, whatever you want to call it, because I know it's sash and not belt. But I just mean, if we to put it in BJJ terminology, in layman's terms, that everyone knows what I'm talking about, because not everyone is familiar with the sash system, whereas everyone's familiar with the Japanese style belt system. So I'll just use that. Pak Sao, Guat Sao, Gun Sao, all that stuff. I can do all that. And the first Tao Lu is Chinese word for kata, and the first one is Sunin Tao. So I can teach the first form and techniques like hand techniques and stuff. Just again up to and including blue belt equivalent or blue sash. So I know bits and bobs. Again, I'm not the best. I'm not the best. I'm just know a bit of a couple of things. So that's okay. And I've got a dummy, half dummy, and that one I like, and that one I really like, and this one I really like. So probably there. And then again, this, believe it or not, people, is not really my first love in terms of job career choice. I'll do it if I have to, but it's not really gonna. Yeah, like I'll help people, I'll give advice and things for help, but in terms of like a full on career job, not really. Anyway, whatever. That's what I want to do anyway. I love that one about almost this. They're kind of roughly level here, so yeah. If anyone wants to do that, I've got pink gi, so and other colours as well. And I've got a couple of no gi t-shirts as well. So yeah. What else? Oh, if you want to get good at like the groundwork, you can pull all the elements out of groundwork. So I'll just do this really quickly. So like groundwork, ground grappling, whatever. Groundwork. So ground game, even some people call it the ground game. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you call it, but you can look at all the different systems. So there's like, obviously there's the BJJ. Then there's like regular, like Kodokan or regular style Ludo, and then there's Sambo, Western Wrestling, Catch, right? So what you can do with these, even though Western Wrestling is primarily a stand up, there are like pins, hold downs, and turnovers. So what you can do, even if it's a primarily stand up system, is you can pull out all the ground techniques from them. Yeah, like turnovers, hold downs, pinning techniques. Yeah, you can. That's what Neil Melanson did. The no gi, very high level no gi teacher in North America. You can pull out all the groundwork techniques from all the different systems. So it doesn't have to just be BJJ. So there's regular Ludo and there's Kosen Ludo, and then there's Japanese Jiu-Jitsu as well. And I'm not sure about sumo actually. Then there's like folk style as well. But and there's ninjutsu, whatever. But you can pull all the ground elements out of these systems. And there's China and stuff because this is um, there's lots, so you can just go to all the different systems and pull out the different ground techniques, even if it's 10% of the system or 20%. You know, you find whatever's ground elements on, you can pull them out, and you can increase your repertoire rather than it just being BJJ or Niwaza. It can be lots. It can have Western wrestling, sambo, catch, Japanese jiu-jitsu, folk style, China, um, you know, Shuai Jiao or whatever you want really, but you just pull out all the elements and you'll have a really, really big repertoire then. So that's some thoughts on the ground grappling or ground game, whatever you want to call it. Groundwork, grapple methods. So yeah, that's just really, yeah, you can increase your repertoire, and that's really, really what I want to do is probably no gi and HEMA or WMA, whichever you want to call it. I call it WMA instead of HEMA because some people say that's not HEMA because the decimal places didn't go to 10,000 repetitions or something. They're very OCD. Some people are very OCD about it, so I'll just say fine. I'll call it WMA. And you can do all your, you know. So I don't too rigid doesn't make sense to me, but that's fine. Other people can do what they want, so I'll just call it WMA. I don't mind calling it Hema, as I say, but then people say you're doing it wrong or you're doing this or you didn't follow the manual, so I don't have to adhere to that for call it WMA. So, but call it whatever you want. Traditional WMA or historical Western martial arts, if you want to call it that, HWMA. So yeah, that free. Just need somewhere to do it really, some kind of place, and then to some kind of venue or I don't know, a tent, outdoor tent with a mat structure or a mat placement, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, that's fine. You can do elbow arm lock udigatami with the cutting grip with the blade bone of your arm, the downwards bone. Do that, or you can do it with a tie grip. I like to do it with a blade, forearm blade, but you can do it with a tie grip as well, or a knife hand, or a reverse knife hand, high toe, like a crane, white crane fist, or white crane hand. But yeah, Udi Gatami elbow arm lock. It's in the grammar kata as well, but yeah, don't see that as much, so we can look at that and yeah. Anyway,